Good morning, dear children. Last class, we have seen the story of Surya Mani, who loved the forest very much. And today, we are going through this story of a boy. The title is How Far is the River? This is the story by Ruskin Bond. He is an Indian writer in English. And he writes lot of novels, especially for children. So this is also very interesting story of a boy like you. So you love this story very well, I expect. So all of you take your text and go through while I read. How far is the river? Between the boy and the river stood a mountain. The boy was young and the river was small, but the mountain was big. The thickly forested mountain hid the river, but the boy knew it was there. He had never seen the river with his own eyes, but from the villages he had heard of it, of the fish in its waters and its rocks. He wished to test the water and know it personally. Do you understand the first paragraph? You read this paragraph 2 or 3 times and answer the first question on the right. What is the first question? What prevented the boy from seeing the river? Tell me, what prevented the boy from seeing the river? In the first paragraph you can see the answer. What? The thickly forested mountain hid the river from the boy. That is the answer. So you read paragraphs many times and write down the question and answers on your notebook as an assignment. So let us go to the next paragraph. He stood in front of his house on the hill opposite the mountain and gazed across the valley, dreaming of the river. He was about 12 years old, a sturdy boy with untidy black hair and shining black eyes. He had fine features and a clear brown skin, but his hands and feet were rough and scratched. He was barefooted, not because he couldn't afford a shoe, but because he liked the feel of warm stones and cool grass. Do you understand this paragraph? Let us go to the second paragraph. He stood in front of his house on the hill opposite the mountain and gazed across the valley. Gazed means looked at the valley, dreaming of the river. The boy dreaming of the river. He would like to visit the river. So before visiting the river, he is dreaming about the river. He was about 12 years old, like you boys, your age. The boy was about 12 years old. A sturdy boy. Sturdy means strong. With untidy black hair and shining black eyes. He had fine features and a clear brown skin, but his hands and feet were rough and scratched. He was very handsome boy, but his hands and feet were very rough and scratched. He was barefooted, not because he couldn't afford shoes. He was barefooted. Barefoot means without shoes. The boy likes to walk on the nature without shoes. That means he likes the nature very much. He wants to test the nature. He wants to test the rock. He would like to test the earth or grass. So without shoes, he likes to walk. That is why he say the boy was barefooted, not because he couldn't afford shoes. Afford means enough money to buy a shoes. The boy has enough money to buy a shoes, but he didn't buy a shoe because he want to walk on the nature. He want to touch his mother land. But because he liked the feel of warm stone and cool grass, the boy would like to touch the stone, warm stone and cool grass. Do you understand this paragraph? If you understand the paragraph, write down the meaning of the difficult words. Next paragraph, third paragraph. It was 11 o'clock and he knew his parents wouldn't return home till evening. You know, the boy wanted to go to the river. His parents are not at home now. They are away. So before his parents come home, he would like to come back home before his parents come. That is why. There was a loaf of bread he could take with him. Loaf of bread means a piece of bread. He want to eat something when he go to the river. So he would eat something. So he has only a piece of bread at his home. So he parcel the bread, and on the way he might find some fruits. And this bread, besides this bread, he can find out some fruits on the way to eat. So he planned everything to reach the river. Here was the opportunity he had waited for. Because this is the opportunity he has been waiting for a long time. Because now his parents are not at home. He is very free now. He can go to the river today. So this is the time he was waiting for. His mother and father had gone to visit relatives for the entire day and had left him on his own. His parents are not at home. He has enough freedom. The parents give him maximum freedom that day. So he planned to go to the river. If he came home before dark, before they returned, they would know where he had been. The parents wouldn't know where he had been if he come before their parents arrive. Do you understand the paragraph? So we go to the next paragraph. He went into the house and wrapped the loaf in a newspaper. Then he closed all the doors and windows. The path to the river dropped steeply into the valley. The path means way. The way to the river dropped steeply. Steeply means like this, into the valley. Then rose and went around the big mountain. It was frequently used by the villagers. The way was frequently means continuously. Continuously used by the villagers. The woodcutters, milkmen and mule drivers. The path was used by the villagers, woodcutters and mule drivers. Mule means donkey. Cart horse, something like that. Mule drivers. But there were no villages beyond the mountain or near the river. This is what's thing. Near the river, there no people live. And beyond the mountain means next side of the mountain. Next side of the mountain, there is also no people live. Do you understand the paragraph? So, next. The boy passed a woodcutter and asked him how far it was to the river. The woodcutter was short but powerful man with a creased and withered face and muscles that stood out in hard, ugly lumps. And on the way, the boy met with a woodcutter and he asked the woodcutter, how far is the river? And the woodcutter appearance, the woodcutter was a short man but powerful man with a creased means wrinkled. His skin was wrinkled and weathered face. Weathered face means dark face. The woodcutter was with a dark face and a wrinkled skin. But his muscles that stood out in hard, ugly lumps. Lumps means like round, balls. His muscles were like very balls. He was a very strong man. Okay? 7 miles, he said. The woodcutter said, 7 miles to reach the river, which was fairly accurate. Fairly accurate means nearly accurate. Accurate means correct. So, the woodcutter replied the boy, it is about 7 miles. That length was about correct. Why do you want to know? I am going to the river, said the boy. Alone? Of course. The woodcutter asked the boy some questions. What was the first question? Why do you want to know? Then the boy replied, I am going to the river. Alone? The woodcutter asked again. Alone? Then the boy replied, of course. But it is too far. It will take you 3 hours to reach there. And then you have to come back. It will be getting dark. Besides, it is not an easy road. Easy road, not easy road. That means the road is very rough, very difficult road. But I am a good walker, said the boy. So the boy replied, the woodcutter, I am a good walker. Though he had never walked further than the mile from his house to his school. Oh, that is interesting. The boy replied, the woodcutter, that he was a good walker, but he had never walked from his house to school, not more. He walked only from his house to his school. Do you understand the lessons, these paragraphs? If you understand the paragraph, read the questions on the right, find out the answers from the paragraph. You repeat and watch this video, and then only you can write down the answers. I can also help you to find out the answer. First question is here. The fourth question is, how did the boy get a chance to see the river? How did the boy get a chance to see the river? In the first paragraph, here it is. When his parents were out, his mother and father had gone away to visit relatives for the entire day. That is the answer. And had left him on his own. So he got a chance to go to the river. And next question, fifth one. Did the woodcutter encourage the boy to go to the river? Did the woodcutter encourage the boy to go to the river? I think no. Because the woodcutter told him it was 7 miles and 3 hours walk. And also if he reached there, it would be dark. So the boy would be alone. He cannot come back home on time. That is, in that sentence we can understand the woodcutter never encouraged the boy to go to the river. Okay? Next question, question number 6. Was the boy a good walker? Was the boy a good walker? I think no, because in the paragraph says that the boy walked only from his house to his school. So we can say the boy was not a good walker. Pick out the sentence that justify your answer. The sentence is that. Which is the sentence? Which is the sentence that justify your answer? That means, though he had never walked further than the mile from his house to his school. Okay? So you do this question and answer as a homework assignment. And we meet next class. See you. Bye.